What's up, Reefer Man in the chat? Thank you for being the first one in the chat. I hope my audio was good in the chat. I'm not trying to sit up straight. This whole live stream is going to be a kickback. Talk about WandaVision episode 6, which was a phenomenal episode in my subjective opinion. It was an 8 out of 10 in my subjective opinion. The way that the Hex has now engulfed more, we start getting to the territory where we go, the other Avengers need to be called. Because before it was a mystery, we could justify why the other Avengers weren't part of it. Hello there, General Kenobi. That's my fucking Grievous, which wasn't very good, was it? Kenobi Skywalker, you're taller than we expected. Okay, you say 9 out of 10 for me. It's a 9 out of 10. Okay. And what does Azure Tiger Comic says? He says, "What's up, Mr. Disney Plus?" When did I become Mr. Disney Plus? It's just because they got Mandalorian and motherfucking Marvel. Was awesome seeing you representing on Behind the Mask. I'm not sure what you mean. Behind the Mask. Mr. Disney Plus, was awesome seeing you representing on Behind the Mask. You may have the wrong guy, or I just don't know what you mean. You mean like my face is on the camera? I do that from time to time. He says, bonjour mes amis. Je m'appelle Chilmonger. Because when it's ER, they don't pronounce it they pronounce it A. Chilmonger. XR Kun says, hello to other people. A lot of people speak like Quicksilver seems like a villain. What? Who's saying that? I don't get any villain energy from him. But people forget he wasn't much of a hero in the comics either. He was more neutral, depending on the situation. Yeah, I hear that. I just don't get the villain vibes from him. If anything, he's the hero and Wanda's the villain. He's the one asking, hey, how'd you make all this stuff happen anyways? And he didn't answer the question Wanda gave to him when she was like, hey, remember that kid when we were back in school? He's like, aha, you're testing me. Maybe because he doesn't know the answer to that question. Maybe he's not representing himself as Brother Pietro like the show is, but she's not representing herself as the kidnapper. You know French? Everyone knows Je m'appelle. In Canada, we all learn French until the 9th grade, where it's no longer an obligatory course, and so things get dropped. You need to go watch the documentary Behind the Mask on Disney Plus when you get a chance. You're on there, bro. That is reason to click share screen. Do you remember exactly what minutes I'm on that? Because I'm going to live react to my Disney Plus. This doesn't sound real, but 1 second. Disney Plus. Let me not give you guys my passcode. I'm already logged in. Okay. I'll share that. It's called Behind the Mask. Behind. I'm sorry, this may not be interesting to you guys, but if I'm on Disney Plus, we're going to do a live reaction to that. Let me check. Yeah. Tell me exactly what time. Thank you. And then we can fast forward that nonsense of me going and filtering through to see exactly what you mean. You say, I think it's pretty clear by now it's all Wanda, and there's no other bad guy, at least so far. That's the thing, exactly. No, you're onto something. With 3 episodes left, it's put up or shut up. Like, we do have to start tying some stuff, wrapping some things up. The whole mystery of who is the villain, which I've been playing, needs to get solved. It's Wanda, isn't it? I see how they could do a reveal of who the villain is in the next episodes. Okay. And then we have 2 weeks to solve the issue, which according to Feige, both episodes are going to be an hour. Both 3 episodes are going to be an hour. Some people are saying Quicksilver might be the villain behind all this, but come on. We all saw that scene where Quicksilver turned into corpse form for a second, right? Okay. And then we also saw the scene where Villain turned into a corpse. I know he's not alive, but a corpse, which means that the Vision and Quicksilver are similar. Doesn't that mean that? Yes. So if you're saying Vision is the villain. If you're saying Quicksilver is the villain, then Vision is of the same ilk as Quicksilver. What do you say, Fenrir? Because you're saying some people say, some people say. How do you feel about it? Because you might be able to convince me if you think it is that way. We got to see it, man. We do got to see it, man. He said that the 56th minute and 45th second. Is that right? 56th minute and 4.
Look at these big name characters. We look at them through those ideals that they represent. These ideals can
Whose voice is this? Sana Amanat? It is Sana Amanat's voice.
Really be encompassed by anybody. The metaphor of putting on a mask and taking off the mask and trying to figure out if you're a superhero or just a regular person.
Okay, where's my cameo?
And we should be both. We have to kind of live in that space in between. That's really where our power comes from. And I think that's what makes the Marvel Universe all the more interesting.
We got Captain Marvel issue number 6, Legacy 140. It's the War of Realms tie-in.
So
hey, who is this guy?
I think though the possibility.
Hey, what the hell am I doing on Disney Plus? Hey,
a demographic transition where by the end of the next decade, America will
Jody's
be a
Corner. I know him. I don't know her. This guy.
And how do we live in that world? How do we? Live
I like that
each
he.
other?
I like who they put on. Like, who are those other people though?
Always so fair.
DMC.
I think though the possibility.
I just skipped over my thing, but I want to know who these other people were. Oh, that's why you need to put on your little YouTube channels, like on the bottom corner. You need to put your watermarks. Look how happy she is to be reading Hawkeye. Who looks happier? Her
demographic transition.
Okay, she looks happier still.
Decade, America will be.
And he just like infinite. I actually watched that video.
And how do we?
That was cool. What do you guys think about it? What's up, bro? Nothing. I'm just part of Disney Plus. You know, I'd be on that Disney Plus status. 728 subscribers. That's very rewarding, though. I'm not gonna. Oh, that was really cool. Oh, let's see here. Poor Vision, though, he keeps dying. I'm done talking about Vision. I want to hear what you guys have to say about what I just saw. Fire emojis. That's right. All 10 of those fires. What's up, bro? You made it, bro. Oh, you made it to the screen. You were on Disney Plus. I had to show you some love, bro. Glad I could share that with you. Yeah, thank you, Azor's Tiger. That was really cool. And I even get to rewatch this, and I get to show my friends this, and that's cool. Put that on Snapchat and shit. I thought he was joking about someone looking like, you know what, that was me. That was before I put posters behind me, which I was thinking about taking down the posters from behind me, because I hate how whenever I'm recording a video, like, you know how the camera zooms in, zooms out? That's because it's finding the eyes of this guy, of her, and it sees all these faces and treats it like it's a real thing, and the camera wants to get everyone inside. So I think that's what makes my camera go in and out. There's another YouTuber who experiences the same thing. C3 Comics. Every time his video, yeah, it always does that. So that's like pissing me off. Anyways, was actually a good documentary too. I will check it out. Of course, it was a good documentary. I chilled in it. Disney is watching you now. Haha. Yeah, that's when I'm gonna have to read the credits of that. Let's actually do that live right now. Who do I have to thank? Who's like the okay. Who would have thought we'd be reading credits right now? And the thing is, like, no one can take this video down. It was me. You can't blame me for watching me. Mason McGuire. Who's the camera operator? Not you. You're not hair and makeup. Not product. Not the animators. Not the VFX. Let's see here. Who do I think? The archival research. See, it's one of these dudes. It's Susan or it's Jason. One of them is the reason why I made it on Disney Plus. They are watching me. Always feels like somebody's watching me. And I got no privacy. So, were you warned about this or not? Because you can actually, you know what? Forget it. Not going to be a JJJ here. I have no idea what you're talking about. You mean like, did anyone contact me? No, I've not at all. Except for Azora's Tiger just now. I don't mind though, because I think once you put something on YouTube for public domain, I believe it's fair use. Like, how many times have I ever just used something from them? Like, I just recorded a Black Panther review where I'm using all the images from these guys' comics, and they don't say anything to me, so I don't think I should say anything to them if that's what you're talking about. Don't they have to ask permission to give you credit or something? Yeah, it's fair use. And if they're asking for permission, whoever it is who watches my videos, Jason, Susan, the permission to use any video I've ever done in the history of my videos, even if they're not about Marvel, I'm good. It's exposure, because then people will recognize the face the next time and they'll be like, oh, that's that guy who was part of Disney Plus. He's worth my time because he was worth their time. It just helps. Dude, they actually need to pay you to use your image or ask your permission. That's my shrug right there. Because Fenrir, how much money am I owed? Let's think of it that way. Disney Plus is a $7 subscription service. They have 95 million subscribers. Of those 95 million subscribers who paid $7, how much is owed to me? Did I bring any of that money in? Did anyone click on that because Chillmonger was part of it? The only person that is me when I'm done this live stream, because I'm going to check out myself. And then how much money is that really worth? Can you put a dollar amount on it? Really? Happy for you, man. You're going to have a glow up. Dude, I'm dying for the next issue of Champions and Ms. Marvel. It's been months since we got a new read. See, I think the thing with Champions is they only were going to do 5 issues, which is Dr. Eve Ewing was doing 5 issues of Champions. And then they're like, yo, the sales are pretty good. We're doing something with these characters. Let's continue it. So we're going to hire someone to do issue number 6. But to make it look like we have this all planned, we just got to delay issue number 3. And then we got to delay issue number 4. And delay issue number 5. And then by the time issue 6 is ready, it'll feel like it just seamlessly went without like a 4-month break, which it honestly was. That's my take on that. They're pretending. Because, Champions, the Outlawed stuff was ready back in April. Let's not pretend it wasn't. Yeah, before the pandemic. Or people will start calling you shill. Hey, call me shillmonger all you want. I don't mind. I just explained why, guys. I do Marvel content on my thing all the time. And I'm let down when I do a video and there's a copyright strike. So that's the way I see it. Like I don't want to let them down either. I'm not going to be that guy. They actually don't. They use very little of your video, and so it is considered fair use. That's what I was saying. I don't know if you were here when I first said that, but yeah, I agree with Jimmy. You could have used this to at least get free comics for a year or something, a compensation. Who's watching my video? Sana, is it you? I'm gonna have to shoot a Twitter DM. I might get an interview out of this. Talk to Dr. Eve Ewing or something, if she's still with Marvel. Who's the best? Jim Zub, that's my guy. Jim Zub, actually, and Jimmy, I know you know Jim Zub because you interviewed him yourself. He posted my review on his website, which means he watches my reviews. And he's local because we both live in the same city. So if anyone, I think that would be like and I read his comics, not Conan, but I've read his Champions, I read his Black Panther, and something else that he did. He did Avengers for a little bit, and I read that. So like he'd be the best, closest. Hey, here's a weird comment. Every time I Google Marvel's first Muslim character, Ms. Marvel shows up. But that's not right chronologically. That's dust, or am I wrong? I want to say Monet is Muslim. Would you know, Adnan? I know you're Muslim, or at least you sound Muslim. You say Assalamu alaikum to me in the voice chat. because Dust would have debuted in 2002-ish, Grant Morrison era. I think there's someone who predates her. Like, what are you gonna do? Sue them for using a video of you talking about their workout? Yeah, I think Fenrir. I think that is a form of the hypersensitivity shit that I'm always against. Like, all right, they use my likeness, and they portrayed me in a positive light. Also, like, come on now, I'm not mad at that at all. I think it's Dust from the X-Men, but Ms. Marvel was the first to get her first solo run. Yeah, Monique is. So it's her then, Monique or Monet. Who cares? Yeah, Fenrir. I don't know the exact answer to that. Nice. Head guy Dinish from Valiant and Bad Idea Comics tweeted out my bad preview video. Always a good feeling. You got 2? I only got 1, but it was the plus. I got the plus. So, get on my level, reefer. That was a real joy. Who would have thought that I would? Let's rewatch it again, actually. If you're just joining us here on the live stream, Mr. Monger was featured in a Disney Plus. You said it was the 56th minute, right? There I am. Disney Plus production. Play.
More interesting.
We got Captain Marvel issue number 6, Legacy 140. It's the War of Realms tie-in.
So what happens next? None of us know. I think the possibility.
Look at me. I'm just like, hey, it's the comic. I'm like, hey, it's the comic Captain Marvel. It's the Legacy, and that was cool. XR says, what are you favorite characters based on powers? Green Lantern has the best power. Anything I can create. Plus, I can do the things like fly and I can survive in space. And he's not Superman. Superman is just crazy overpowered, except for kryptonite. But Green Lantern has the best based on powers. I'm trying to think of a Marvel character now, and the best Marvel character, powers-wise, Wolverine, man. He's got claws that come out of him, and he's got the healing ability, which means he doesn't age. Who wouldn't want that power? Not to age and just like do great things with your life. Mademoiselle Monique, I don't know. I was thinking of Monet, Monet. I thought she was Muslim. I guess she's not. Oh, woke off. Yeah, Jim's a good guy. He's always happy to do stuff. Just send him a message on Twitter, and most likely will say yes. But his schedules things out. Yeah, based on his comics, I can tell that. That's a compliment. For a couple weeks in the future. All right. So then, if I ever do something with him, it'll be while I'm reading and ongoing. Since I don't read his Conan, what's he doing? He's doing the thing that me and you don't like, the thing that me and you are mad that Ed McGuinness's talents have been wasted on, the Avengers Heroes Reborn thing, right? He's doing it's a what if story, so don't really care about those. But maybe that probably won't be the right time to interview him to talk about a book that I know I'm not going to like. I don't think that would fairly represent me or him. So maybe the next time he's doing something I like, which is bound to be soon. My favorites are Green Lantern. Okay, there you go. 2 Green Lanterns in the building. It doesn't really matter which Green Lantern. I guess, yeah, it does matter if you're asking for the favorite hero. If it's powers, yeah. Okay, the Ray. Don't know who that is. Iceman and Wolverine. Iceman's cool, especially the fact that he is an Omega level mutant. I love Green Lantern because of the willpower. So with willpower, can he do anything? As long as he wills it, like I will, that I can beat Superman. I can contain him in this like jail that I've created. And nothing can make him break these bars. No matter how strong Superman is and how close the sun is to his face, there's no way if my willpower is that strong. That's how it works, right? So he really is. Green Lantern is the strongest because he wills it. The current season 2 of Green Lantern comics rocks. Good to hear. In no order, Taskmaster, Karnak, the guy who can see the weakness in anything. Ms. Marvel, Spidey, Absorbing Man, Rogue, and a few others. Oh, and Rogue too. You guys have Rogue love. Is it because of the voice acting she did in the fucking animated series? Maybe. You said he writes like 5 books and is a university professor. Yeah. He said so when he was talking to you that he worked as a video game developer, was it? Yeah. Using willpower, he could find a way. Yes, I guess so. See, I'm telling you guys, he's the strongest. I love Green Lantern because they can always make it, and their stories are about hope. It doesn't matter how dark they get. Yeah, in darkest days and brightest night. No evil shall escape my might. Let those who worship evil's might beware the lantern, Green Lantern's light. That's not how it goes, but that's how I remembered. He said it doesn't matter how dark they get, no evil escapes their light, and they can be any four with their green light. Hey, your voice was annoying as her voice was annoying as crap. Were we talking about the Rogue? Mama. Oh, get out of here. Her voice was awesome. I love stories about hope and willpower. All stories should have hope. Like that's what George Lucas was saying to his protege, Filoni. Superman is the best hero, no contest or question. We're talking about character, fine. Yes, he's the Boy Scout. He's the what we aspire to be, even more so than Captain America. Captain America is a little gritty. From the animated stuff that I've seen of Superman, Superman is not gritty. He's just the Boy Scout. From the movies, Man of Steel, I don't know. I watched the the Justice League Snyder Cut stuff in the Super Bowl. I watched another trailer, I think that came out earlier today. And it might have even been the same trailer, I don't remember. But it was, man, that movie looks really good. 4 hours, we're getting a director's vision, unaltered by anything. We're enjoying WandaVision right now. When that Justice League Snyder Cut comes out, that's all we're gonna talk about. Yeah, why do you hate Superman? I'm in brightest day, in blackest night. Oh, I said darkest night. No evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might. I got that right. Beware my power, Green Lantern's light. Okay, I was a little bit off. At least I knew where the rhymes were, though. He's a Mary Sue. Not even a little. Fight. I usually avoid trailers, but I might watch that one. Since we've already seen the Justice League movie, why not? Don't worry about this one. This is one of those I think we can watch, especially with 4 hours of content. Who cares if a little bit here, a little bit there gets spoiled for you? You know you're going to get so much new or so much material content in the movie. It doesn't really matter. I think this is one of those where you can break your rule of not watching trailers. XR Kun depends on the writer. They can make him right if in the right hands. So he's weak to kryptonite. But magic is the other one that works on him. I remember there was another one, I think, and it wasn't corny. It wasn't like love. But again, yes, in a way, love. You can take advantage of Superman's attachment and his do-goodiness. So that is a weakness. So that's 3 things that you can use in a story. The kryptonite will get old. Like if I'm a Superman writer and I know I'm going to be writing for 30 issues, only one of those stories out of the 30 I would use kryptonite for, just to spice things up, okay? But yeah, the attachment stuff and the magic stuff, there's going to be a couple of stories in there featuring those as his weakness. Way too OP. He is. He's Superman. Was that Granny Goodness and Desaad next to Darkseid? I wouldn't even know who those 2 characters were, but I did recognize Darkseid. Doesn't have enough or good, weakness, flaws, and limitations. Not enough. Yeah, I can only get 3. Being too good isn't a weakness. Being too good isn't a weakness. Yes, being too good isn't. Like a good person, you mean. Being too strong is, I would call it a weakness for the character. Wolverine, Bishop, and Cable. As your favorite, Wolverine, Bishop, and Cable, all X-Men. Cable's an interesting one too, because he's one of those really overpowered guys, but at least he's got the techno-organic virus to hold him down. Claremont invented that, didn't he? Whoever it was who invented him was thinking. Superman is weak against kryptonite magic and other energies like chi, mana, and so on. Okay. That's why I believe Iron Fist could kill him with a plan. Iron Fist is not that fast. Well, it depends on the writer. If the writer, you said with a plan, right? Yeah, with a plan he can do it. Yes. It's a stupid weakness. He needed something. If Superman sucked or was boring, he wouldn't have been around for 80 years whole. Also being the face of the superhero genre. Yeah, he is the face, the most recognizable face in the world. Yeah, he is the most recognizable face in the world. Kryptonite is just a plot device. Not really. What did I say? This was a WandaVision episode 6 review. So what else happened in this episode? We cut to the end of the episode where Darcy is gone. Is she gonna look like her character in Two Broke Girls? That'd be so cool. And after we just saw a Kick-Ass reference, there's nothing that is out of the question with these people. So yes, she might just play her character from Two Broke Girls. Whatever studio that they have to okay that with, probably got the okay with. Back to the Superman stuff. He's almost as fast as the Flash, and he has heat vision. So Iron Fist would be killed in 0.02 seconds. But he said with a plan, you never know. Maybe the plan could anticipate the speed of Superman. Unlike Supes or 99% of his analogs. I love what he said to Darkseid in the Justice League finale. Darkseid was beating up on Batman. He said, that man won't quit as long as he has a beat in his heart. None of my teammates will. And Superman kind of bust up Darkseid, and he was cutting a promo on him. He said, I feel like I'm in a world made out of cardboard. I have to be gentle, always afraid to break someone or break something. And I have to hold back. But you can take it, can't you? And he's just beating up on Darkseid. What we have is a chance for me to finally let loose. And you hear the music, da, 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 slow motion kicks ass. He's awesome. 26 minutes of not WandaVision, huh? I noticed that it's 9 minutes of credits during all the episodes. So when Kevin Feige tells me that the next episode will have an hour long, I'm prepared to watch 50 minutes of WandaVision, which is great. They've been short, except for that one from a week ago, episode 5. That one I actually was satisfied with the length of it. Every other one, I'm like, that's it. Kind of pissed off. I also don't like Batman. We've been at this for 28 minutes, and we're not even talking about WandaVision. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, I got you. Yeah, right. I got to bring it back. But it's cool. Like, who would have thought I'd been on Disney Plus? Man, I love the Justice League cartoons. They were perfect, and they never treated their audience like dumb kids. That is so important. Oh, Fenrir, check out Jimmy's channel. Jimmy, who's in the chat just now, because we were literally talking about that subject. So I would say don't put sex in a kid's comic. Don't put drugs in a kid's comic. Even if it is to say, don't do drugs, just don't even mention it. It's not even in their view. Don't even introduce it to these kids. Don't do sex and drugs. And that was and I think one of you guys someone added another one that I agreed with, but like for the most part, just don't have that, and you can treat the kids with respect. Batman is a character. You said the Justice League is pointless because there's nothing they can do that Supes can't. You must have not seen Batman make a plan to take out the whole Justice League. You remember that? The last few episodes of WandaVision have been short. WandaVision, thank you for bringing it back to WandaVision. It's still awesome. I will never rewatch episode 1, 2, and 3. I don't think there's any value in them. with their little aspect ratio. Okay, don't care. But when things get eerie, like the opening of episode 4, where Monica is in the hospital, I've already seen that multiple times. It is so Marvel. And Monica Rambeau, if they do it right, I'm prepared for her to get her solo, whether it's a series or whether it's a film. Which, remember, guys, films used to be this high respected thing. Films are nothing compared to Disney Plus. If they can nail it like they're doing it now with WandaVision, if these next 3 episodes that come out, this trilogy, if it's movie quality and we get a week in between to talk about things and theorize, that's way better than a movie could do. Movies are no longer this high position or level of status. It's changed. There's been shows like Game of Thrones. Some people say Doctor Who, which I know you are a fan of and you are a fan of. Some people say, what are the other high quality budget shows that are better than movies? Mandalorian. It can be done. And we got to respect that. So when I say Monica Rambeau can have her own series and I'd prefer it over a movie, WandaVision, I do believe, will bring in John Krasinski as Reed Richards. Yeah, you remember when he was doing that YouTube video, let's have some good news. And he read a fan question, something about superheroes. You remember that little hint that he gave? And he was like, making it seem like he's going to be Reed Richards? Yeah. What has he been doing for the past year? Well, quarantining. No one's been doing anything. Any other year, I would be like, yeah, you're right. Can we just end SEX scenes in all of entertainment? Because it's a waste of screen time and pointless. Why'd you say all of entertainment? I don't know about that. Takes away from story. Okay, love scenes shouldn't be taken away. SEX, yes. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, sure. We get the point. They could just be kissing on each other and things fade to black. And they're doing this. Anyways, if you're just joining me, I'm Chillmonger. You may recognize me from the Disney Plus special. Listen to this guy.
We got Captain Marvel,
Woo!
issue number 6, Legacy 140.
Legacy 140.
War of Realms tie-in.
So what happens next? None of us.
You know what's funny? I didn't even like that comic book, the War of Realms tie-in, right? I was sort of asking, what's the point of this? Why are we going straight into tie-ins? And actually bringing it full circle. That Doctor Strange stuff that she was dealing with is probably going to be referenced in the new Captain Marvel comic coming next month, where it appears she has Doctor Strange's powers from the cover. So whatever I was saying there might not even be relevant. When I was saying, okay, whatever, she switched bodies with Doctor Strange, whatever. Yeah, I might be wrong about that. Just saying. Disney Plus does need more content, and Monica Rambeau will fill in some gaps. But Disney Plus can't just be Marvel, Star Wars all the time. What else does Disney own that you care about? It's just Marvel and Star Wars. I'll check out a Pixar movie. If it, I have Disney Plus, then I'll check it out. Sure. What else do they have on Disney Plus? The old stuff doesn't count because I'm not going to do a DuckTales review. Ooh. I don't think it's Reed. I think it is someone important than Brashear. Oh, Adam Brashear, Blue Marvel. I think I actually said that in my review if you guys were watching. Or Hank McCoy. Hank McCoy is a stretch. Would he be blue? You said Hank. You didn't say Beast, so he would be a normal guy? Yeah. Back to this, though. You were saying... Yeah, I'm asking you, Adnan, what does Disney Plus have that you care about? Notice how they choose Captain Marvel and not anyone else? Yeah, because that's who they're pushing. They want to show Marvel isn't just the white guys. Where the white guys at? Him and Spider-Man. Yes, I do notice that. And I'm okay with that. That's fine. That's not taking from anyone. I hate it when they force the non-white characters, and it comes at the expense of the white characters. That's not cool. Nat Geo. National Geographics? Why are we talking about National Geographics? Huh? Oh, Disney Plus owns that? Okay, that's two of you guys who like that shit? I've never given it a shot. I have access to it. What should I be watching on National Geographics? Like the way hyenas and lions actually interact with each other? It's not like Lion King. There's no be prepared. They do a dance number. I disagree. It could be only Marvel and Star Wars, and I would still buy it. Facts. That's where I am. I hope it's not. I hope it's Blue Marvel. Yeah, we would be. Who would play Blue Marvel though? Someone who is in their 60s. No, Mr. Fantastic is a stretch. I said if it is someone important. It's got to be someone important. They teased it. You got me there. Marvel is it for me, but I'm sure they can come up with some original stuff too. Well, according to Reefer, it's National Geographic is where it's at. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. I got it. Villain is Mojo. Pablo joins the chat and he says the villain is Mojo. Mojo being the character who makes his own TV world. That fits. And why is this the first I'm hearing of it? You said the villain is Mojo. Like it's a statement. Is that a guess or do you know something? You can say, if you do know something, I won't blame you for spoiling something because I actually am interested. Or if that's just a guess. Mute, put on a Pink Floyd album, and you're good to go. I recommend the album Animals. With the jokes today. Reefer, with the jokes today. Giancarlo Esposito as Blue Marvel. Not dark enough. He's so prominent in the Star Wars stuff. I wouldn't want him to be on both. And that has nothing to do with anything except my preferences. There's no like science to why that can't happen. I thought Mojo at first, but now, nah. I would think more so now. I hope it's Reed because they are introducing the FF soon. They got the film, 2023, I think it is. So they would need to introduce him somewhere. And they could also introduce him in the Solo movie, in the Fantastic Four movie. Enough to build a suit that could make someone go into the Hex without changing. Ms. Marvel, she has stretchy abilities, and in her book, it's her friend who creates a goo, and when you rub that on her clothing, that's what allows it to be more stretchy. Because it's already spandex. Spiral is rumored in Shang-Chi. See how I pronounce that properly? And she is tied to Mojo, so you never know. I'm not familiar with who Spiral is. It's a good theory, actually. Just a theory. You don't know that for a fact. Reefer says, okay, Lawrence Fishburne as Blue Marvel. No? Giant Man? Goliath? Yeah, can't happen. Do you think WandaVision might lead into Ms. Marvel's show? It is set in Jersey. Oh, that is a connection I didn't even make until just now. Huh. When did they announce Ms. Marvel? When did they announce WandaVision? WandaVision was announced in Comic-Con in June. And then in late September at the Disney Expo of 2019 is when Kamala's series came out, or it was announced. I believe in June, they knew they were doing Ms. Marvel. So, yes, it is possible that they are building something in WandaVision to play a factor in Ms. Marvel. Good thinking. Good. I can draw that connection also. Blue Marvel and Secret SS are the only people that haven't been introduced that would make the Annihilators. Silver Surfer? Okay. I mean, what other character is an aerospace engineer? Falcon, right? Riri Williams potentially? No. Nah. Aerospace engineer. Somebody smart. Oh, Dr. Bruce Banner. Doesn't he have like 12 PhDs? Maybe one of them is in aerospace engineering. WandaVision was rumored to happen in 2018. Yeah, I'm sure they knew it was going to happen, but they just couldn't talk about anything after Endgame, since Endgame was the ending. They wouldn't even admit that Black Widow was in pre-production. She was doing interviews for Avengers Endgame, and they would ask her about, hey, what are you doing next? You look like you're in good shape. She's like, I always stay within 3 weeks of camp to get in shape for my character. All right, well, she looked really good in those interviews, so you knew she was prepping for her for the filming session of Black Widow. Yeah, he's not that important. Oh, sorry, it's 7 PhDs. Thank you. Somebody must have recently watched Thor Ragnarok. Let's go a couple more minutes before we end the stream. To get my final thoughts on WandaVision. Anyone want to make predictions on what we get in the next episode? I don't think we're going to have, in these next 3 episodes, which are all an hour long, according to Feige, I don't think we get, I think it all happens in one day. Nothing is going to take a couple of days of passing. We're going to have to deal with the immediate threat of the Hex. I think the Hex will grow in size one more time. It would be crazy if it encompasses the whole globe. Okay, yeah, she's not important. Spiral. It would be great if that happened. If Monica Rambeau gets her powers and uses her powers, like knowingly fights using her powers, that would be cool. Captain Marvel could show up. Is she the aerospace engineer? She was in the Air Force. That's a potential one. Except Monica wasn't too pleased about Carol. So she's not a possibility. It's Reed Richards. Or Adam Brashear. Yeah, one of those two. Predictions. Number 1, Reed. Okay. Number 2, Agnes becomes bad. Her children and every child will disappear again. That's your 3rd prediction. So far, I agree with your first one. I think your second one is the second most likely. And yeah, her children and every child will disappear again. No. They're using the children. These kids are, look, Young Avengers are popping up with Kate Bishop showing up. America Chavez is going to be in Doctor Strange. And who else? The kids, Hawkeye. Kate Bishop, Hawkeye. And Cassie Lang. She's Stature or Stinger right now in comics. It's Stinger, isn't it? So there's 4 Young Avengers there. She doesn't count because she's not actually a Young Avenger, but let's throw her in there anyways. And Kamala also. They're doing something with them. That's how WandaVision ends. To be continued in Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness. That's a given. Now, but will it? Okay, those words I think will definitely appear after the credits. Wanda will return in Doctor Strange, but will we get a conclusion to the story? I think we get a conclusion to the story, and also Wanda's going to pop up there. Might not though. There's no really force. There's nothing compelling them to do that. Just waiting for Moon Knight. And not Marvel, but Invincible. I'm just waiting for Moon Knight. And not Marvel, but Invincible. Yeah, you mean the Amazon. I know what you mean now, yeah. Good for you. Are they going to release a whole season at once of Invincible? I would love that. Or will they do the weekly? With animated shows, That's bingeable stuff. Something about being animated. Billy and Tommy aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to be sticking around. Agreed. I think the situation with the Hex will end, but a bigger problem, aka Wanda losing her mind, we'll see what they have to deal with in that movie. Wanda's losing her mind already. Things should get worse. Wayne, the proper abbreviation is DS. Into the MOM. Okay, X-Arcoon, thank you very much. Yeah, man, that's the stream. Thanks for having me. Thumbs up, because that always helps. Thanks all 6 of you who are in this chat. I've been Chillmonger. And what do you say here? Wanda's mind is big. Is a bag of cats. You can smell crazy on her. It'll be like The Boys. March 26th will be the first 3 episodes, then weekly. Okay. That's cool too, to satisfy your need. Reefer says peace. I say peace. End broadcast. See you in the life, brother.